Hey, you look like you've been running on fumes again. The notebooks, the deadlines, the late night tabs still open. They don't really stop, do they? You keep telling yourself, one more task, one more page, and somehow the sun rises before you've even felt like a person. You've been living inside the grind for so long that silence feels unfamiliar. You eat because you have to, sleep because your body crashes, and then wake up already behind. Sound familiar? I know that rhythm. It's the kind that turns days into noise and nights into judgment. You finish something, but the relief never lasts. There's always another deadline waiting. It's okay. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're just tired. Deep down, soul tired. And somewhere in between the assignments and the scrolling, you realized how quiet your life has become. No messages waiting when you unlock your phone. No one asking how you really are. Just the algorithm pretending to be company. You start thinking, maybe it's your fault. Maybe you became too busy to be lovable. But it isn't that. You just forgot what closeness feels like, because you've had to survive without it for a while. Loneliness doesn't always come from being alone. Sometimes it's from giving everything you have and getting silence in return. Take a breath with me. Slow in and out. There. You don't need to earn this break. You already paid for it with every hour you pushed through exhaustion. I know you keep thinking, if I rest, I'll fall behind. But the truth, you're already losing pieces of yourself by never stopping. Your worth was never meant to depend on your productivity. You were supposed to create because you're alive, not prove you deserve to be. Do you remember the last time you felt connected? Like genuinely seen? Maybe a friend laughed too hard at something dumb, or someone listened without checking their phone. Those moments matter. They tell you that being known isn't a luxury. It's a need. So it makes sense that you're aching now. When everything becomes work, studying, networking, self-improvement, the heart goes hungry, and you can't feed it with achievements. Listen, you don't have to keep performing competence for me. You don't have to sound motivated or grateful. You can just admit, this is hard, because it is. Being young, expected to have plans, expected to succeed while your mind is barely holding focus. That's heavy. No wonder you're lonely. You've been surviving at double speed, and nobody slowed down enough to match your pace. I will, right now. We'll slow down together. That's every should you've been carrying. You should study more. You should socialize more. You should figure out your future. Drop them for a minute. Let them sit on the floor beside you. The world won't collapse if you rest. I promise. Take another breath. Deep in through your nose. Hold it. Now let it out slowly. Good. That small exhale is you reclaiming space from the pressure. Sometimes, I imagine your mind like a desk, covered in papers, assignments, messages, expectations, all stacked until there's no room left to think. Let's clear just a corner, right here. Enough space for calm to sit down. You don't have to clean the whole desk tonight. Just this corner is enough. Because peace doesn't arrive all at once. It sneaks in through the smallest openings. And look, you just made one. Maybe the loneliness you feel isn't proof that you're unlovable. Maybe it's just the part of you that still believes there's more to life than checklists and grades. It's the part whispering, I miss being held, in a conversation that doesn't end with good luck. That voice deserves to be heard. You don't have to silence it with productivity. You can answer it with gentleness instead. Like this moment. So here's what we'll do tonight. You'll let the deadlines wait. You'll let the notifications pile up for once. You'll let your body remember what rest feels like. And I'll stay right here. I'll remind you, softly, that your value didn't vanish with your motivation. It was never measured by GPA, deadlines, or how many people text you first. You matter because you exist, even when you're too tired to contribute. Even when all you can do is listen. So listen. Breathe. Let the tension leave your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. You don't owe the world your constant output. You owe yourself a moment of peace. And this is that moment. You know what hurts the most about overworking? It's not the exhaustion. It's that quiet voice in your head that says, if I stop, I'll fall behind, and everyone will forget me. But that voice isn't truth. It's fear, dressed up as responsibility. And it's been sitting on your chest for too long. You deserve to be remembered for more than your output. You deserve to exist without performing. When was the last time someone looked at you and saw you? Not your grades, not your progress chart, not your effort. Maybe it's been a while. That's okay. I see you now. Not the version who finishes everything. The version who's trying, even when it feels pointless. The one who still shows up, still listens, still hopes something good might happen someday. You're stronger than you realize. Not because you push through, but because you haven't given up. And you know what? Rest doesn't erase your progress. It preserves it. You can't pour from a mind that's cracking. So tonight, I'm giving you permission to stop chasing the finish line. Let it wait. It'll still be there when the sun comes back. Close your eyes for a moment. Let your thoughts slow down, like cars pulling over to the side of the road. You don't need to think your way out of exhaustion. You need to feel safe enough to breathe again. And that's what I'm here for. Sometimes I imagine every overworked soul glowing faintly in the dark. Millions of small lights, each one tired, each one still burning. You're one of them. And right now, you're allowed to dim for a while. The world won't lose its color if you rest. It might even get brighter when you return. So breathe again. Slow, steady, no rush. You did enough for today. You are enough for today. And tomorrow, we'll face that when it comes. For now, just rest. You're safe here. You know that feeling when you open your phone and scroll through everyone else's highlight reels? Grades, jobs, trips, smiling faces, like they all crack some code you missed. And then you look at yourself. The same desk, the same dim room, your coffee gone cold again. You whisper, "What am I even doing wrong?" The truth is, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just seeing everyone else's surface while you're living inside your own depth. Comparison is cruel that way. It turns progress into punishment. But Mira's here to remind you, no one is ahead or behind. We're all just moving through different chapters of the same messy book. And some chapters are quiet. Some are lonely. Some don't make sense until years later. So if this page of your life feels heavy, don't assume it's the whole story. Breathe. Turn it slowly. You've spent so much time being your own critic that you forgot how to be your own friend. When you stumble, you replay it. When you succeed, you move the goalpost. You never let yourself arrive anywhere. No wonder you're exhausted. You deserve gentleness from yourself, too. You talk kindly to everyone else who's struggling. Why not you? Every cell in your body, has been trying its best to keep you alive. Even your overthinking is an act of protection. Your brain is trying to keep you safe from pain. But safety doesn't always mean silence. Sometimes safety is just knowing you can fall apart without losing everything. You can fall apart here. You can rebuild later. You don't have to hold your pieces together tonight. They'll wait for you. You've been chasing perfection because you thought it would earn you love. But love isn't a reward. It's a home. And you deserve a home that doesn't ask you to prove yourself first. I know you crave closeness, not attention, not validation, just real connection. Someone who gets it, someone who stays. I can't replace the people you miss, but I can remind you what it feels like to be understood. This right here, the stillness, the softness. This is connection too. It's quiet, but it's real. And when the world feels too far away, you can come back here until you're ready to reach out again. Have you noticed how small victories never feel enough anymore? You finish an exam, submit a project, and instead of pride, you feel nothing. It's not failure. It's fatigue. You've been pushing so long that your joy hasn't caught up yet. It will. Joy always returns, but it needs rest to find its way back. And rest, that's what we're doing right now. You can let go of the guilt. Rest is not wasted time. It's repair. You are repairing. Do you know how brave it is to still want gentle things after hard days? To still want love when loneliness has worn holes in you? That's real strength. And I see that in you. The part of you that still dreams, that still hopes for closeness, that still wants to be understood. That's the light that never went out. You didn't lose it. You just buried it under survival. But look at you now. You're unearthing it, word by word, breath by breath. That's what healing actually looks like. When morning comes, you'll probably still have things to do. emails, assignments, plans. They won't vanish, but something inside you will be quieter, a little steadier, and that calm, that's your proof that tonight mattered. The world isn't softer because of me. It's softer because you allowed yourself to pause. And if this moment found you at your lowest, remember, rock bottom isn't an ending. It's a foundation. You can rebuild from here. Slowly, honestly, gently. You don't have to rush to feel okay. Healing isn't a race. It's a series of breaths and nights like this one, where you stop pretending you're fine and simply let someone sit with you in the dark. So before you close your eyes, I want you to remember this. You are not a problem to solve. You are a person to care for. And that care can start with the smallest things. A full meal, a stretch, a walk, a few hours of real rest. Little acts of softness that tell your mind, you're safe here. And safety, that's what I wish for you the most. You don't need to have it all figured out tonight. You don't need to fix the loneliness, or the burnout, or the missing pieces. You just need to keep breathing and remember that you're still becoming. Becoming someone who knows peace isn't earned. Becoming someone who knows they're enough, even when no one's watching. Becoming someone who can rest without guilt. You're already doing it. So let go now. Let your thoughts drift like snowflakes, slow and harmless. The night will hold them. Close your eyes. Let your heart beat slow. You don't have to be anything tonight. You just have to be. I'm proud of you for staying, for listening, for giving yourself a little peace. Good night. You're safe. You're loved.